I know exactly what I want this business to feel like. The problem is, my life doesn't fully look like that yet. There's a vision I keep returning to, something disciplined, something sharp, something intentional enough to leave a mark. And right now, I'm still at the beginning of that. My name is Indi, and I'm building the Indi Company, a brand identity studio rooted in strategy, clarity, and work that's meant to lead, not blend in. At least that's the standard. The truth is, I'm still on the stage where the vision feels bigger than the evidence. I'm still refining my process, still refining my taste, and still learning how to make the work in my hands match the standard in my head. And I think that's the part that most people usually skip, because the beginning rarely looks the way you imagine it would. It looks like unfinished ideas and half-built systems, way too many tabs open, and sketches that don't quite land. Moments of clarity followed by moments of doubt. It looks like trying again, and then again, but better. A lot of ambition can exist in the same room as inconsistency. A lot of taste can exist without enough repetition, and a lot of visions can exist before there's any real proof. That's the stage I'm in now. I'm not trying to build a design business that just looks good online. I want to build something with weight, a studio that feels considered, a body of work that feels exact, a process that creates trust, a brand that feels like it knows exactly who it is. Not louder, not trendier, not built for quick action, better built, more honest, more precise, because good taste means nothing if it can't survive execution. I think the hardest part about building anything meaningful is staying loyal to the vision before the outside world gives you a reason to believe in it, before the recognition, the momentum, before the proof, because this is the part where doubt gets loud, the part where you wonder whether you're really building something or just getting good at imagining it, the part where discipline matters more than motivation. Maybe that's what the season is for, not to establish, perform success, or to become more capable, but be more focused, more honest about the work that still needs to be done. So this series is my way of meeting that stage head on. Not to pretend I figured everything out, not to package the process into something cleaner than it really is, but to document the work of becoming better at design, better at decision making, better at building something that actually reflects what I believe good work should feel like, episode by episode, project by project, one standard at a time. I don't want this to be another creative vlog built on aesthetics without direction. I want it to feel like a real record of growth, of friction, of taste getting sharper, of the gap between vision and proof getting smaller over time. Because I think that gap is where a lot of people quit, and I don't want to quit there. I want to see what happens if I stay with it long enough to become undeniable. This is episode 0. No dramatic arrival, no polished ending, no proof yet, just the beginning. And maybe that's enough. Now it's time to build.